Well, if you're just joining us, what a moment to join us. If you're continuing your crafting day here at the craft store, it's great to have your company. Now, of course, 6 p.m. is the launch of a brand new one-day special. And one-day special that, of course, is within that family favorites event that we are running here at the craft store. And what that means at the family favorites is that in every of those family kind of great companies that we have got in here at the craft store, we are celebrating by putting a bundle into a bigger bundle, and of course that's going to be a big giveaway at the end of this event, which is on Monday at 5 p.m. during the 5 p.m. show. Now, in this hour, we are adding to that bundle. Of course, we are, as every family favorites hour is, and here it is where we are adding, of course, Clever Prints from Clever Prints, and we have got so much more, the funky blooms, and of course the background papers in here. Now, this will be added to the massive giveaway, which is building up, and you can see that adding every family favorite over hour that we are doing. And of course, that means that the contents, well, you know, £1,000, over £1,000, I think they are worth. And to win it, well, you have to be eligible, and to be eligible to win it, well, you need to check out your baskets during a live hour of that family favorites. For instance, of course, this very hour. So if you want to be eligible to enter that giveaway, check out your baskets before the end of it. Now, Clever Prints is synonymous with a bright, eclectic, and eccentric, I shall say, a lady, Emma Blake, and very talented Emma Blake.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Very well. I'm so pleased to be here, the family favourites. I didn't realise I was, actually. I thought I wasn't here till July.
No.
Don't
you
listen.
Totally are.
Don't listen.
Totally are. You're part of the family.
And
of course, the family favourites being a family-owned company. Yeah. But now we have a one-day special. Now, your style is like no other. You are, I would say, both eccentric and eclectic in the way that you mix shapes and types of lines.
I don't know what most of those words mean, but I'll look them up after the show.
Well, eccentric,
I know what that is.
Kind of bizarre. And eclectic, well, eclectic means that it's a mix of shapes and different sizes and things like that, which I think it is exactly what you are.
Very good, yes.
Yeah, I love that. Now, of course, you have in here the wiggly tags too, the flower-powered many moons and star bursts. Now, they are 4 fabulous die sets.
They are, and they all go together so well. I picked out these ones because of all the different shapes and the different things. There's something for everybody throughout the 4 sets. I think you've got your flowers, you've got stars and things, which can be for the boys. Then you've got your tags, which can be your can be your bases. You've got stuff for birthdays. It's a bit of everything for everybody.
I love the way that you have got such a sizable tag that you can really do a journal with it.
That's it. I mean, I've made journals with them. I used your binding to
I love that.
But I've also built up cards and things with them. You can make card bases.
Let me show you, because
there's all sorts you can do.
That makes that perfect tag cards in here. Love that. And you can fit in a sizable, of course,
You really can. It's a good sizable card. I mean, even the smaller tags in it are good sizable. And it goes right down to, I think, around about the size of a postage stamp.
Yeah.
So you can even do your stamp art. Like do you know the postage stamp art things?
Yeah,
that tiny little one. How cute's that?
That's so cute. And I love that you have given us very roll. Each one, it's not the same one as the larger one. No. It's hand drawn. Everyone.
All of them hand drawn, so they all fit perfectly, matting and layering on top of each other, but they're all different. Yeah. So it takes off the pressure of having to get anything straight.
Well, that's only one of the 4 sets that you are getting, because you are getting, of course, you are getting flower power in here, which I love these flowers, because they are also, I think they are earrings.
Yes. Onions.
Onions. Yeah, we said that. But lollipops, cake pops, balloons.
Balloons, anything. Florals. Anything.
You know what I am also thinking is, if you have a map, then you can put it positions where you have, you know, like, and then you can put the names, the drop pins. But this could be such a memory book.
Circles come out, so you could even piece them back in a different colour and write the name on.
Or you could make it like expand it, make it larger, so you can see exactly the place. Or also it is a perfect one as well for an engagement card, like kind of you kind of put it in here, so the pictures of the brides or grooms. Or
everybody's going to see something totally different. And I mean, the one that can be grass or drifts, or I mean, that to me, it can be icicles, it can be, so there's Christmas, it can be grass grown there, spring, and summer, basically, and then it can be Halloween, which it could be blood dripping, it could be arty, paint dripping.
It's amazing.
It's never ending.
And then, then we have the this one is the starburst. Of course, we have got the stars in here, but also I'm thinking Christmas.
Stars for Christmas, stars for boys, stars for girls. The kids. My little boys' school have Star of the Week. Yeah. So they can make a star card with that.
I'm thinking Christmas trees as well.
Yes, the triangles, the Christmas trees, it's bunting. Obviously you can join them together and have flower shapes. It's just
bunting as well. Yeah, and then we have got more. Of course, the fourth and final look is, of course, this one is many moons. The planets. Oh, I want to do a mobile with the planets.
It would be fabulous, wouldn't it? Mobile, have them all hanging. You could paint them in glow-in-the-dark paint.
Yeah,
and things are amazing.
And I love the poppy seeds kind of element.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. I just really like it.
What is it? Is it a poppy seeds?
It can be under the sea. It can be,
I don't know.
Poppy seeds. It could be hanging. It could be anything at all.
A lampshade as well.
Yeah,
you know,
anything.
A wine glass. Oh, wine glass. Exactly. Especially when I'm near it, and of course it falls over. And of course we have this again: Christmas decorations, flowers. You know, I love the different possibilities. Definitely eclectic mix here of elements, and of course, then once that you bring them to life, it's kind of those beautiful stars in there.
Fab when they come to life.
And by the way, we have the Mayhem monsters in a second, bottom of the screen. The stars as well.
The stars are lovely, and I mean, I've been using all the die cuts on the jelly plate. Yeah. I did it in a live Wednesday, and did them on shrink plastic, and I used the shrink plastic as like a stencil on the jelly plate, and then I shrunk them down as well, so the die cuts shrunk down are just beyond cute.
They are indeed, and of course don't forget in those big wiggly tags. Now if you want to go for the one day special, you're getting all 4 die sets, and you can see some of the inspiration that we have for them. But however, you are saving more than you can see in the screen, because the wiggle tags 2 has a £3 saving today, which means that it carries forward. So if you are like you can see that you have got a £22 saving, however you have got a £3 saving and carry forward, so it's actually £25, and as a non-freedom member. However, if you're a freedom member, you're actually saving £28, but then those additional £3, which is £31 saving. That's more than you are paying for the wiggle tags too, and more. So basically you are paying for all the 2 sets and a bed, and you know, from the third one, and then you are getting the tags for free. That, of course, already 10% of the stock has gone of the one day special. Now, once it's gone, it's gone. This is a freedom members why not deal. Well, actually, if you're not a freedom member, why not become one? Because you are saving more money that you are spending by becoming a freedom member. Remember that you are getting 29 dies in total. And of course, if you want your one day special, do check out your baskets. 10%, and we are not even 10 minutes into the first hour. Check out your baskets right now. 261 766 788 is your item number. Now, textures is something that works so well with that collection, and we have got a fabulous stamp set here for you. Now we have got the number 1 and number 2 included in this bundle with a £3 saving. Love these ones. I'm going to turn them around so you can see the
absolutely love my texture stamps. I use them all the time. You might not see us use them all the time, but on pretty much everything I make them in the background. They're always there. It adds extra depth. But then again, I mean, that one there matches the die, and it can be a focal point as well. It doesn't just have to be a background stamp. They're for everything. Depth, I mean, I've made flowers out of the scribbly one. Yeah. So I've made little flowers, and you make really contemporary cards, notelets, just never ending. what you can do
That
with
is
them.
a fabulous, all those elements in there. I love how you can overlay them as well. I see the squares. I mean, I'm getting lost in them because there is, my head is like, oh, I really want this. And, you know, and look at how they overlay. Love that in different colors. Remember, saving £3, £18 and 98 pence is your price. 749233 is your item number. Now, we have got more stamps and we did promise you some monsters. So we have got a Mayhem of monsters in here. It's of course the monster Mayhem is indeed. Now I don't know how many times I have, it's like challenge Paula and how many times you can say Mayhem. Mayhem, no, I still can't say properly. You're getting 63 stamps in total and 15 dice as well. Wow.
Yeah, it's a bit crazy, isn't it? It's a lot.
Yeah, it's like I couldn't see them here in the package, so you can see them. The amazing. Now, they are the moon and the star dice from the One Day Special.
Yes, by that were made to go with that collection. But I mean, everything I tend to do, each collection is kind of made to go with previous ones.
So that
everything works together.
Wow. Now, of course, you have them in here, and well, Mayhem, you know, it's just like, there it is. I'm gonna grab it because I'm just gonna make sure, sorry, it's just like, seriously. But now we have, of course, the moon and the stars included in this bundle, so you are getting those ones as well. So now, of course, if you want this bundle, you are getting 63 individual stamps, 6 stamp sets, A5, and of course, you are getting not one, but 2 of the dice sets in here. You can see both those one. Right, shall we have a look at the stamps? Shall we do through the boards? Now, Emma, can you talk us through them?
These stamps, I named them after my crafty friends and Grumpy. Grumpy's the boyfriend.
Grumpy,
yeah. So that one there, I just thought was really, really funny. So I called it Grumpy. That in my head is the monster's pet. So the monsters can be walking them, or you can be standalone. I just thought they were really funny characters.
Yeah.
And they can sort of go with some snarky comments and things, you know, if you want to make funny cards.
Yeah.
Art journal, clothes, I've made t-shirts for children. That one's Bashful Bevers, as in Be Crafty.
Oh!
Bashful Bevers, yeah, I did ask everybody first.
Okay.
I named them and then asked everybody. I thought, apologise is better than asking permission, really.
I draw you a stamp. Well, actually, it's a monster. This is Shar.
Shar is the Charmaine Dolly Dimples.
I totally see the resemblance, not in case you're watching
she's very
Charmaine.
Life and soul of the party. I thought, rah, Charmaine has to be.
Oh, this one, let me see. Secret Weapon Sims. Laszlo.
Yeah, Lou's in the background, constantly keeping an eye on us and making sure I don't say anything stupid or do anything stupid. She looks after us.
This one is upside down. This one is Lady Jasper.
It couldn't get further away from Lynette.
Lynette, of course. Well, the thing is, I think it doesn't look at all like her. None of them look at all like her.
But the personality, the bag and the shoes.
But I kind of get what you just kind of almost like it's a caricature taken to the extreme.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Lady Jasper, and then we've got Coolio Julio.
Oh!
Basically, this one here reminds us of a school book I used to read. And
is it Julia from up north? Yeah,
anyway, haggis comes from Scotland. Yeah. And in this book, there was a haggis and it was a furry little thing.
Yeah.
And when I drew this, I thought it looks like a haggis. It's got to be Julia.
And the thing is, you know, once it's gone, this bundle is gone, and 40% of the stock has already gone. This is all the stock that we have, we can get now is there. Now, if you want the superb caricatures of, you know, family favorites here at Ochanda, of course, we have, the craft store. Nobody back we have got, of course, them. And you are getting not only the stamp sets, but also, let me put them in here. Also the die sets as well. There we have them. You are getting those die sets as well. 15 dies, 63 stamps. I have to say, once that I know the person, who are they, it's like, they are nothing alike, yet they are perfectly.
And the thing is as well, when you look at them, you can see other people throughout your life in your life and everything. Because I mean, Rah Rah Shah there, I would also put that as for my sister, Sarah,
Yeah.
because she's very much what I say goes. My dad used to say she's like a little Yorkshire Terrier.
Ooh.
She's the smallest in the family and
But
she's the meanest.
Trust us, the smallest in the family is too.
And then how cute are they in shrink plastic?
Shrink plastic, they're so cute.
I shrunk Bevers.
Oh my goodness, I love that. And of course, you know, it does look Sims. I mean, it's just
It
fun.
is,
Yeah,
isn't it? I mean, she's very clever on the computer, knows what she's doing. And I'd made it, looked at it and I said, it's Lou Sims, has to be.
Yeah. I mean, it's just so fabulous. I do think, and of course, not only the monster, but all the elements that you are getting in this bundle as well. There is so much to do with it, so much to kind of play around. It's just cool. It really good. Now we are incredibly busy. Now, please do check out your baskets. And the reason what I'm saying is that we have got a very little stock now of this bundle left. And once it's gone, it's gone. Now, what I don't want is for you to miss out. I know the samples are incredible. The beautiful designs are just exciting. You have also flexi-buy, so maybe that helps you out to make sure that you get this bundle. But once it's gone, it's gone. And that kind of makes sure to check out your basket. You're saving £15, and of course you can flexi-buy, so if you don't want to spend less today, because you pay the same amount next month and the final payment. 826-932 is your item number. Now remember that once you open a flexi basket, you can add something else like the papers which you want to add, don't you? And once you add them to that basket, you can spread the cost in interest-free payments. Now, I love your papers, Emma.
I really love doing the papers.
So glorious.
It takes so long for us to make them. I really do put a lot of work into these papers. I love making them.
Yeah. So you draw them first and then color and then they scan them?
Basically, I do them in layers, and then Clever Prints, because they're really clever, do something else with them and they come back looking amazing.
They are. I mean,
so I can send stuff off and then send another amount off, and it takes for ages, because sometimes it can be all me and other times we'll lay different ones up, and
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying to hold them. It's just one of those moments that you're kind of thinking.
That one there is absolutely brilliant to journal into.
The problem is that
shape cards.
Yeah, I picked up this one and then I kind of went like, I'm missing that one. So then I kind of, how can I do that? And you were talking and I was trying to listen to you, but also trying to make sure that I show all the papers. So sometimes.
So there's loads of elements that you can fussy cut out.
Yeah.
Or you've got your background ready-made for you. It's just, I'll just keep them and look at them.
You know, I have to say, even like this, it's perfect for die-cut circle of flowers.
Perfect.
You know,
I've
those candles.
Loads and loads of cutting out with them, die cutting them.
Sorry, it's just all happening here. And that's the one that I said I'm repeated, so I kind of might as well fly away. Now, of course, you are getting all of them, all 12 designs, 24 in total, saving £5, £14 and 20 pence is your price at 952-698. Now, we have also some happy hours on this show, and you know what is one of my favorites. I have to say, this is the first time that I can actually say I picked this one up. Pink Frog Crafts Collal All-Purpose Glue. It's 1 liter, so you can refill 10 of the smaller bottles. It's one of my go-tos. It's one, you know, it's almost a half price deal, so it makes sense to check out your baskets now for it. Why? Because the price will go up to £29 and 99 pence at the end of this hour. 227-990 is your item number. How about some Kuretake pens? Now, this is your assorted twin pens, the Curie color set of 12. Now, I believe, are they alcohol markers, this one? They are indeed, they are alcohol-based dyes. They are quick drying, of course, because they are alcohol-based, and they are refillable inks. And of course, you have got double-ended because they have got the twin end in there. You're saving £6, £36 and 45 pence is your price. A full rainbow with yellows, oranges, reds, pinks, purple, blues and greens, as well as black and grey. 570230 is your item number. Well, now, of course, the one day special, very busy for that one. remember to check out your baskets, also especially for the Monster Mayhem. Once it's gone and they are gone, so make sure to do that. And now let's join Emma, because you have got plenty to show us.
I've got loads to show you. I've been playing all week. I've had a lovely time. To start off, I'm going to make a shaker card. I don't make them often enough.
Okay.
And I really, really, really like them.
Oh, that's cool.
So basically, I've used the dies, all the dies, 1 stamp, 2 stamps, and the rest is dies. So
yeah. That's fabulous, isn't it?
It's
and
so
the monster wants to eat them. Yeah.
See, I really like that. And 4 candles, you see, that it could be a card for a 4-year-old.
Yeah.
So I mean, we're having the dies. You can cut as many as you possibly want, and all I've done is cut them in yellow, and then drawn some lines just to add a bit.
A little bit of
just a little bit.
Yeah, fabulous.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, it is gorgeous. Yeah.
So what I did was, to get the frame, I've used the biggest wiggle tag.
Okay.
And then that's the next one down. I've used the next one down from that. And I'm going to put it on a bit of a wonk.
Yeah.
On
I
this
remember
one.
you answered this question before when we were together. The largest size die?
Nearly 6 inch, nearly 6 inch-ish.
Yeah, exactly.
Give or take.
Yeah.
Obviously the wiggly.
So under 6 inch. So though basically it will fit on a 6x6 card.
Yes, yes. Give or take.
Yeah, give it a, yeah.
I'm just going to pop it through. I don't want to. I've got loads die cut, so you don't have to stand and watch us die cutting all the time. I just want to show that it works.
Yeah.
And I like that sound a lot.
Oh.
And it crunches through.
Yeah, it crunches through.
And the thing is as well, we're having all the different sizes. You can make absolutely tiny little shaker card as well, which I'm going to do. I didn't have time to make it, but I plan on making an absolutely miniature one.
Oh, so you could do like a shaker card on top of another shaker card, a little smaller.
Yes.
Or you could even do like inside it, like almost like a maze. So if you cut, have you ever done that?
What?
So, you know, like the pinball, like, you know, those cards that you can do that?
No, I've not actually managed to do it, but I did attempt to and it didn't work.
Oh, okay.
But we'll try it.
You could try with these
You could, because you're really good with the dies.
But no, but with these dies, I think it would be amazing.
It would.
It would really proper be
Really, really
amazing.
would. Do you want to take some and have a go?
Oh, we'll try.
And then what I've done on here, because I've only got a small amount of acetate, so I've got one ready. I've stuck the acetate on, and then I've gone over twice with the foam.
Yeah.
So it stands up higher. So if you look at that and that. So it's a bit thicker.
Oh.
And then, so that's that. The frame with the foam on.
Yeah.
And I don't know what I've done with all my acetate, but I only had one bit. So I've got enough to make this one and a tiny little one.
Okay.
And I need to order some more acetate.
More acetate, yeah.
So I'm taking all the sticky off first, and I'm going to add in some sequins. And now they're lovely.
Yeah, they are.
You can add seed beads in, sequins. Ooh.
Ooh.
They come out really fast. You probably, that's all we're going to put in, because you probably don't need any other colours. Oh, Emma. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen here now, isn't it?
Yeah. But that happens, you know.
Oh. I didn't make any mess at all. I didn't even drop one of the seed beads when I was at home.
Well, if it's going to happen, Emma, it's going to happen live on air.
Isn't it just? There we go.
It's honestly, it's one of those things that I can't tell enough, and I say it, but it's like you can practice with the same dies, the same card, the same glue at home, and then you come over and it just doesn't glue. And you know, or it falls apart, or something. It's live TV, I think it's.
One of those things. So then I've put another bit of acetate over the back, so it's all stuck in, and I'm going to use some double-sided tape to make sure that the acetate is totally stuck down, and I'm going to use one of the backing papers to be my background. And then, see, I didn't have enough acetate, so I couldn't have this bit ready. It's really bad. I probably have got loads of acetate in the house.
But how you like the packaging, the bags as well? Like do you use bags that you have like the crafty goodies, for instance, this bag?
Oh yes, I didn't even think of that.
Oh, sometimes I use it because it's a little bit thinner, so sometimes it's kind of a little, By the way, this is of course part of the giveaway, that if you check out your baskets during live hours
so
like
much
this
more's in the giveaway. That's fab. They go with the textures so well.
That's lovely.
It's another die set that's a must that you'll use loads of. Sorry, getting the tape off. Bear with us.
On top of all of this, you are getting what I just showed you. To get that is, of course, you need to check out your baskets during live hours, the family favorites, including, for instance, right now, if you check out, you will be eligible. Huh?
Can we win?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I know I can't. I can't. But if you check out your basket, well,
I'm always shopping. What I've done to get the background the exact right size is I've used the middle die between the frame one.
Yes.
And I've just cut the backing paper out with it, and it makes it absolutely perfect. And you've got your shaker card.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Isn't it lovely?
And I love the papers on the background as well.
And it looks really good. Very out of spacey, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But then we have the die cuts. And I've cut some of these ones out, and I've used the papers. The shrink ones.
The shrink,
yes.
they could go in.
They could go in, yes, but that's all I did in it.
Oh.
So I put them over there, and what I did was I coloured the shrink on the jelly plate first with the ink pearly.
Yeah.
And it hasn't, it doesn't flake off. You know how acrylic, if it goes on quite thick,
but this
where the gel doesn't.
That is fabulous.
They're unbelievably cute, aren't
so
they?
And now, of course, they are the dies.
The plan is to make a card, and it's going to hang. The stars are going to hang from it later on.
Oh, right.
Maybe it's tomorrow now. This might be all the construction you get. I made a foldy card the other day as well. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to build up around it. So I'm using the flower power to build this up. And you can actually add a background in as well, but I'm quite happy for them to be see-through. And then I've got some of the many moons. So not as much glue. We'll have many moons.
Okay.
And then, this one. Oh, see, I love this one. This to me is the film about the mermaid and the baddie, the evil baddie.
Yeah, well,
that's a squid.
Yeah.
When she goes through the tunnel and she's got all the eyes. When I drew this, that's what it reminds us of. So it could be under the sea, it could be obviously flowers, it could be eyes, it could be seaweed, it could be, it's a shape.
Okay, and
I'm going to pop that on there and just build it up. So all the dies come in so handy. I mean, I could have used that one across the top as well, or even done that one a different. Oh, see,
so
I quite like
can see
that.
the icicles now. You
yeah,
and then of course,
icicles, paint drips. Then you've got this one, which is your splat, and that can be actually that could be little tufts of grass or a splat of paint or. Flowers even, little flower heads, anything. They're just shapes at the end of the day. Yes, when I'm doing them, I think that's what's in my head. But once I start playing with them, there's so many other.
They are.
And this is the
thing.
poppy head, whatever you want it to be. I'm going to pop that behind there and have that there. And then, I think we need a monster.
Yeah.
Pick a monster, any monster.
Shark. It has to be
shark. It has to be.
It has to be.
It's absolutely fabulous, shark. So I'm just going to show how well they stamp out. And the thing is as well with these stamps, yes, you've got your monster with the focal point, but there's so many more flowers and you name it that you can get as really contemporary or really wild and wacky cards. You can have, you name it.
It's one of those ones that you can use for. It's just to have fun, you know. It's just like kind of images that I also love the idea of colouring them. Oh, yeah.
This journal page. That's how far you can take them.
Wow.
And it shows all the different flowers in the backgrounds. So all these are background stamps, and they're not background stamps. The focal points. I mean, yes, I've had the monsters in, but you can take the monster out.
Yeah.
And just have really cool florals, like that one.
That's so cool.
And I tell you what else I did. Do you know Diane Reevely's legs?
Yes.
Stamps. I put them on Lady Jasper.
Oh, that's so good.
Yes, I did. Sorry, I am going to stamp. I'm just getting excited now.
Yeah, we are kind of going to digress. But of course, if you want... No, that's brilliant, because Monster Mayhem Stamp Collection, of course, if you want it, make sure to check out your baskets now. Now, you are getting all the 63 stamps with the 15 dies in total. There, you can see there.
So take the stamps in with everything else that you've got as well.
Yeah.
And I've used the legs and everything else is out the stamps.
That's
Isn't it cool?
And
And then I've made it out of glitter. the glitter card again, so it takes another one, and then I've cut different layers out and made a fluffy.
Look at that.
So much fun. Honestly, I could play with these forever and not run out of ideas.
Yeah.
So, sorry.
That's okay.
I'm getting overexcited.
Yeah, and
Then, again, and that is that. Stamped out. And I mean, this just stamp, so nice to play with. And I've got a customer who got them last time they were on.
yeah.
And she works in a school, and she took them in for the year ones, so the 3 and 4 year olds, and they made wiggle tag Father's Day cards of the monsters. And I put a picture on Facebook, and they've had such a lovely time.
I can imagine this is the sort of images that you want to kind of bring in and stamp, and then of course the small ones and the big ones have just a well of a time colouring together.
Definitely. And then when you add the dies in as well in the background, they're just...
By the way, if you are thinking, well, I want char, Rara Char, or I love the name,
Char.
or you wanted Lady Jasper. Now, of course, you can go for just 2 of them. There is a pick and mix, the monsters, and there you have it. Of course, if the bigger the saving is with the bigger bundle. However, you have the ability to get just the 2 that you want to get. Now, £31.98 is your price for them. Of course, you can choose any 2. Now, Emma, it's all right if I give a reminder of the one-day special?
Yes, it certainly is. I'll finish this off and then come back.
Fabulous. Yeah. Now, of course, and thank you, Emma. Now, of course, the one-day special. Now, you are getting 4 die sets. Now, approaching a quarter of the stock has gone, and this should last the 24 hours. Now, very busy for this. You are getting 29 dies in total. You are getting the wiggle tags too, which is the more squarish of the tags. Every single tag hand-drawn individually for it. Now, you can see there. Now, if you wanted to go for the tags on their own, it's £21.99 with a £3 saving. Now, a quarter of the stock of the tags has already gone. Now, if you wanted to go for the one-day special, not only you're getting the wiggle tags number 2, but you also are getting the starburst in here, and then you are getting the many moons. Let me put the die-cut versions of them, because that will showcase exactly what you are getting here. The many moons is absolutely phenomenal. It's not just this is obviously a planet. However, the other ones are lovely little elements that you can use in different ways. And then finally, you are also getting the flower power. There we are. You have got the grass, I think is blood for Halloween, or it could be icicles for Christmas, or it could be grass from the spring. And of course, you have got the flower power there as well. Now, this is a one-day special. You are getting everything, but remember the the wiggle tags has a £3 saving. Now, that carries forwards, and you additionally have a a saving. Now, if you are not a Freedom member, become one, because you are saving actually as a Freedom member £31, because you have got a £28 saving as a Freedom member plus those additional £3. Now, you have the ability to mix and match. I love dies, because dies kind of always, maybe you are a paper crafter that you are thinking, I love to get perfect results every time. Well, with these dies, you can. You are getting the wiggle tags. Imagine that. They fit perfectly, but of course they have got that organic edge in there. If you want to layer them on top of a 6x6 card or 7x7, as the case may be, in this case I think it's 7x7, they will fit beautifully. And then you can do clean and simple cards. If you want to be more eclectic, you can start bringing the flower power, and of course those flowers at the bottom of it. But it's not just the larger size that they're great, the smaller size. Bring in again those flower dies that are in the one-day special. Color them up with watercolors, paints, glitters. Use them as mini album pages or card blanks by making sure that the die is within the score within the score line. It's absolutely stunning the ways that you can use them as well. And remember that you have the stars as well in here. Love this negative, absolutely beautiful in here. And if you want to employ them as well, the dies for larger pages, you can, because it's absolutely phenomenal. This is of course a portrait of our gloriously beautiful director, our Jimmy. He's just after he's had one too many pies, you know, or pizzas. I'm joking, he's a very handsome boy too, but you can, he said that, he did say that. He said that he was a portrait of him. So he did not say that he's a very handsome boy, although he is. Anyway, moving on from that subject, I don't know why I get into these silly stories. You have got the stars in there from the burst of the stars there. Now, absolutely glorious as well, as a mixing with the Mayhem monsters, because they are glorious now. If you wanted to go for the one that's special, you have a flexi option as well, to spread the cost into interest-free payments of £26.98. That will be all you're paying as a Freedom member. Now remember, the saving is a little bit bigger than this, because you have got that additional £3 saving. 261788 is your item number. Now we are over a quarter of the stock of the one-day special. Remember, this is the stock that should last 24 hours. If you want yours, do check out your baskets. Now, if you wanted to go for the texture stamps in here, we have them, and I love them. These ones are the ones that you can layer those kind of elements into it and create those markings. You can do clean and simple. You can bring them as well into more elaborate. You can kind of have, look at that, the Hessian marking, the stripes of paints in there, like kind of droplets in here. And I love how, can I put a card in somewhere, because look at that. Can you see the droplets in there? That's of course this one in here. Look at that. So you can bring them and create those backgrounds very easily as well. Now you have a £3 saving, £18.98 is your price, 749233 is your item number, 23 clear stamps. Can I show, sorry, I just spotted this one. Look at that, stamped onto the mag, and you can see the diamonds in there as well from the textures there. Right, if you want to go for, you can see the details on the screen, but we have got Monster Mayhem. We have 6 stamp sets in there. Oh, can I grab something? Oh, I was trying to be helpful, but obviously not helpful enough. Oh, I made Molly work more. That's so typical of me. Oh, well, the dice are fine. I think the dice are fine. I think they are. Oh, apparently it's a big bend. Oh, sorry. There we have got there it is, there it is. That will teach me. Keep to your lane, Paula, keep to your lane. Now, of course, now we have in here the stamps, the set of 6 stamps, and of course the 2 die sets. Now, very busy for this bundle. Now, remember, once they're gone, the same as the one-day special. Now, you have a massive £15 saving here. I love how you can relate. So this is the boyfriend. Then we have the Jasper, the Lady Jasper. You have got Julia? Then we have Rarashar. It's Julia Julia. That's what it is. Then we have, of course, Grumpy, the boyfriend as well. We do.
He's not really grumpy though.
That's kind of cool. He likes his cookies. And then, of course, we have got in here Bashful Weavers, and then we have Rarashar. Then we have got of course, Lou Sims here, the Secret Weapons Sims, and then we have got again Lady Jasper. I love this one. Like, if we look on closer, we can see the style of that double line in here with those flowers there, and of course we have got legs that we could be used as legs, or it could be used, of course, as flower elements in there. You are invited. And dancing, is it the eyeballs dancing? It could be. Over half the stock has gone. Now remember that once it's gone, it's gone. Make sure to check out your baskets. Now, this is not just monsters. You can do more than monsters. You can decorate them in different ways with the flowers as well. So there is so much. I mean, the Grumpy, that's so fabulous, isn't it? He's a plant eater, vegan monster. That's what it is. 826-932 is for the full collection. And remember, you have got a flexi buy. Now we need to apologize because I believe Oh, our pick and mix. Oh, yeah. You know what? We need to apologize because the pick and mix had a price, and then for this hour you have a £7 for the one day special. Now, of course, if for those ones who have got it already, please call our call center. It's a national telephone number, so you're not paying, like, it's, you know, and then they will sort it out straight away. It's that £7 saving. Remember, you will get it back because if you have paid the full price. So don't worry about it. We will sort it out. But for everybody else, you know, you have got that lower price of £24.98 straight away, and you pick and choose whichever two of these stamp sets are your favorite. You can see them on the website, and of course, the website you put in 311831, and of course they come in the pick and mix, and then you can go, say for instance, I love Rara Shar in here, and maybe I will go for Grumpy, but you can go maybe for Coolio Julia or Lady Jasper, or maybe you want to go for Sims. You know, it's up to you what you go for. 311831 is the item number for the pick and mix. However, we have got some news that the pick and the complete collection that comes in with the dies now has a limited stock. So it means that 90% of the stock has already gone. If you want yours, do check out your baskets. Remember, you have got a flexi buy option of 3 interest-free payments of £33.31. Right. Moving on to the papers, the backing papers. Now, of course, they coordinate with the whole counter. They coordinate with the monsters. They coordinate with the flower power. They coordinate with the planets, because they coordinate with any creative mind that you have in your head. Because think about it, you have got papers for birthday cakes. You have backgrounds with those beautiful tones in here of yellows and blues and blacks. You have got the vibrancy of the oranges and the yellows and those lilacs in here with the nice notes in here, the squiggly lines. Love this one because you have like starburst, little mini fireworks in there. Love that. Love the beautiful stars. Love the spritz of color in them. Love this one, of course, is the planets, which if you have gone for the one day special, you can get them as well. You have got the stars, you have got the flowers, you have got 12 designs. I love this one. You know, I would like a dress in this, and you can find a dress like this, I know, because I've seen it. £14.20 is your price. You are saving £5. You are there are 24 sheets in total. For 952698 is your item number. We have some news. So we have news on your Monster Mayhem big collection. Now is a technical sellout. So if you have it in your baskets, please do make sure to check out your baskets. It will not come out, it will not come back, so make sure to check out your baskets. Right, make sure that also that you check out your baskets when for the happy hour. Now that is of course the collal glue in here that we have, a full liter, and this yes, this bottle is a little bit used because I have may have been with full permission, of course, from Pink Frog Craft. He always say, oh, you know, you can demonstrate that you can refill your bottles. I have done that a couple of times. You know, I got permission. But this is because it's one of my go-to glues. It's just that it has got a lot of wiggle time, and then you can make it solid. Like, it dries super strong, and I love it for matting and layer. And because it's solvent based, it means that there's no water content, so it doesn't wrinkle the cards. 227990 is your item number. Now we also have the Kuretake Pens. They are alcohol-based as well, or solvent-based. You have in there 12 double-ended, so twin pens in there with a saving of £6. £36.45, 570230. Remember that both the Collal and the Kuretake Pens are happy hours, which means that the stock, the actual prices will go up at the end of at the end of this hour, so make sure to check out your baskets. Now, the one-day special is 30% of the stock has gone. Now, you have the wiggle tags in there, the flower power, the many moons, and the star burst in there. Now, all those ones, remember to check out your baskets. Now, £53.96 is your price. And of course, remember the saving as a Freedom member is £31. Right, all that. And Emma, where are we up to?
Right, so I've said you can make card blanks. I've lost it, there it is, out of the tags. I'm just going to show quickly how I would do that. You've got your A4 bit of paper.
Okay.
I've cut through 500 GSM.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
So it's 2. And all I do is when you cut your die out, is just hang it off the edge there, and you'll not get the cut line.
Yeah.
So that's what I've done.
Yeah.
And then I've taken the next card down.
Yeah. Oh, that's brilliant.
And I'm going to mat and layer it.
Yeah.
But I'm going to cut the stars out of it first.
Yeah. I love it. I love those stars, and you hand draw them, don't you?
Yes.
They are fun. This is the thing I love about your style. It's just like you can see that you have hand drawn them, then they have been made into dies, and they're fabulous because they're unique.
They are. I mean, you're never going to be able to draw exactly the same thing twice.
Yeah.
I think it makes them a little bit less scary as well because they're not perfect.
And I love as well the way that all your collections kind of mix and match. So, and you give us kind of that ability to not be afraid of making mistakes.
That's it. I mean, mistakes can easily be covered up as well.
Yes.
Especially when it doesn't look like it has to be perfect. Yeah. That was the idea behind the wiggle tags. When you're matting and layering and things like that, it always used to bug the life out of me when I couldn't get things straight. Now I don't have to. It's supposed to be.
Exactly, yeah.
So that is your waste out of that.
Yeah.
And what I've got is some of the backing papers, which I've lost now.
There it is.
I'll just pick another. We'll use stars behind it. And all I want to do is glue this
onto it.
Onto some backing paper. Oh no, actually I think because I'm going to paper piece that back in, I'm not going to do that.
What about the black, the dots in there, the circle? Or just directly, that would look
directly,
amazing.
And then I'm going to... So there's so many things you could have done. You could have paper pieced it back in black and had that behind, but this was the plan and I'm going with it.
Stick to a plan if you have got one.
Yes.
If not,
there's a plan up there somewhere. Sometimes.
But do you find that if you have got a plan, then you deviate from the plan a few times?
I do. I'm ridiculous. I'm all set for here, and I've stood here and changed my mind about 4 times of what I was going to do. I'm going to use that one.
Sometimes it's the best, isn't it, though?
Yeah. I'm planned. I've got stuff in little piles that all goes together, and you can guarantee I think probably one of them will end up finished how it's supposed to. So I'm just putting a bit of glue onto that. I'm going to paper piece it in. This is not glued down totally properly. I'll add more glue after. It's just you don't want to stand and watch me. I'll just put a glue in it. Hold it down, Emma. Okay. Make it look properly, Emma. So that is that. But I am going to use the background stamps and just bring in a pop more of colour. I'm just going to go directly over. I'm going to use my fingers because this is what I should have done in the first place. See? Stick to the plans. Just going to go in and add like just little bits and go around.
Okay, right. Oh, look at those, and of course those ones are the textures
come to life.
Of stamps.
See, if I feel quite nervous tonight. I don't know why.
Well, you know what is don't be, because you are doing brilliantly, and I love this card.
I've been coming a while now. I wouldn't get nervous, would you?
Sometimes, do
you still get nervous?
I get nervous. I really do.
Do you think it's just the
because we put well, it's because I also think that we put out a pressure on ourselves, especially with something that we have worked really hard on, and we know like it's not just we want to do justice, and then you're thinking, oh, you know, your life and live TV is nerve-wracking. It is when you sort of put yourself out there, isn't it? I mean, sometimes even the other days, you know, even presenting, sometimes you kind of go like, oh. Do you still get nervous presenting? See, that's it. I was thinking I was just weird, being weird. No. Having a funny moment. No, you are doing brilliantly. And I love that card. That card really love it. With some words. And I'll stamp some words on, should I? Or should we use power? Power. Girl power, it should say. Girl power. But we're having, just girl power. We're just having power out of the flower power. Well, and boy power for our Jimmy in our ears. We're just having power though, and I will cut that out and show you how delicate they are.
Look at the mess I've got. It's like being at home.
Oh. Yeah.
And I'm thinking out of the glitter.
Yeah.
So I'll pop it through.
Okay.
Super quick. And I think the pink power there.
Right.
I mean, you could stamp girl power, boy power, but we're having power for this one.
Okay. Okay, then you
That goes
rewind
backwards
it.
as well. I'm just going to go back because it's on a mirror card, but it's on a mirror card I've made, so it's got the sticky sheets in between.
Yeah.
So
And then,
now it's stuck.
okay.
Oh, it's really stuck.
Oh, really stuck?
Really, really stuck.
Oh, there it is. It gone.
I didn't have any mirror, so I used the double-sided sticky sheets and glitter, but I wasn't expecting it to stick to the dye machine.
And then.
And just pop it out, poke it out, and it's so delicate, and it's my handwriting. So it's extra fab. Look how delicate that is. And it says flower power from the flower power set.
So you can just say power.
We're just having power, and I'll add a stamped one as well later.
Yeah. And I love the stars. I think those stars are super cool.
But the thing is, this could be for a boy's card, but I think by adding the pink in and smudging it there, pretend the smudges aren't there, pretend that it's nice, neat and tidy, but there we go.
Look at that.
See, that contemporary card, we don't write letters often enough, so notelets.
Yeah, I love that. And if you do like a zigzag, like if you keep doing, and then you can do pockets in there and kind of cover journals.
I've got a zigzag plan for tomorrow at some point. I'm going to try and do it with the tags. Work it out with the tag zigzag.
Now, of course, that is the one-day special. That wiggle tags, the star bursts, of course, are two of the sets included in the one-day special. Not only you are getting that, but of course you are getting the amazing many moons and flower power. Now, flower power, that of course the power is the and the element that Emma used for this sentiment. Emma started with a shaker card that, of course, she has created with the wiggle tag number 2, the largest one. Then I cut the center and creating that aperture that is a perfect shaker, sha 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 is having a cha cha cha. Well, shaker, I don't know. They were thinking, are you all right? Well, I was trying to make a joke, but of course it has fallen into deaf ears. Apparently. Now you can use those tags as well in here to kind of create into your smaller into your larger cards, but you can create those frames, those kind of innies and outies that I think they are phenomenal. And of course, if you want to incorporate those stars, you can see the stars throughout because they are phenomenal. Remember that the Monster Mayhem as a complete collection, I believe is a tech has now sold out. If you wanted elements, you can go for the pick and mix, and then of course that will mean that you can get it. But we are talking about that fabulous one-day special. Now approaching a third of the stock has gone, and of course you have got the wiggle tags, the larger one, and of course the smaller ones. Let me show you the dice that you are getting, because I think the board showcase it as well, how you can bring in those flower powers, those stencils. So see how they are all unique. If you look at this corner, each of these corners is unique because that every line has been drawn by Emma. Each of them completely different, and you can see even the tiny postage in there. 261788 is your item number. Now, whether you are a Freedom member or not, you have a saving now, but the saving is of course much bigger as a Freedom member. Remember that the wiggle tags on their own have a £3 saving, and that carries forward, and additionally, so it means that as a Freedom member, you have a £31 saving, which makes it a why not deal. £53.96 is what you're paying as a Freedom member, and you can flexify that as well if you want to do. Right, Emma, we have less than 3 minutes we have.
Right, I'll be super quick. This one, I've got 2 card blanks. It could be the wiggle tags, but I did this just to see if I could do it, and I thought, oh, I quite like it. So I've cut out the aperture with the wiggle tag, and I've put that in the background. I'm going to use the shrink, the shrunken planets. I know you can get like clear thread. I just haven't got any, so I'm using what I've got. I'm poke it through the top. It's ages, years and years and years since I made one of these.
Okay. Oh yeah, I love those ones.
Yeah.
It's true, you are right. We don't do them enough, do we?
We don't. I've had a lovely time making. No. Sorry, I should have had that through. And what I'm going to do is tie that. So
that's such a good idea. Because it's the aperture
that
you have created.
So sorry, fingers and thumbs. It's going really well, isn't it?
Emma, you are doing brilliantly. I know. Trust me, I got so nervous. Like when I had my Miss Speed release, I was hysterical. And you know, Emma, you're doing brilliantly.
And I've made it too long. Yeah. Don't make it longer rather than shorter at first, because
yeah, there it is.
There it is. And that bit there, the knot will go behind. Will go behind, Emma.
Yeah.
There. And then when that's there, that's going to hang down.
Yeah, that's perfect. Like there we have it. Yeah, and floating stars. Yeah.
To do the front, because that fits inside, all I've got is a wiggle tag that I did on the jelly plate, but I've used the die cuts behind it. And what I'm going to do is a drop shadow. Yeah. With some of them, so I've got them in black. And then I'm just going to do a drop shadow. So I've used on the jelly plate, and I've used the like a mask, the dies. Okay. And then pop all those out, but I know we're short on time. I'm just going to pop that one onto there. Take the time to pop all your bits out. I just want to show you before we're done. And then that one there. Okay. Just like that. And then moving it down so you've got the lighter part of the yeah, that, and then I would stick that one on. Nothing's going to stick, Paula.
Nothing will stay.
Nothing
Life on air. Don't worry, don't worry. It's all about what you are showing us. How you can do it.
Emma, you're too brilliant. Anyway, there we are. Yeah. That there, and I would do a wiggly line round it and some of the texture stamps, and that would be a nice plain card with that on clear thread inside.
Perfect.
I'll finish it off and show you tomorrow.
Yeah, you will. Now, of course, the one day special, you are getting all those 4 die sets, including, of course, the flower power and the wiggle tags that Emma has been using for the last demo. But remember that you are also getting many moons and starbursts as well. Now, Monster Mayhem has sold out as a complete collection, but however, you can go for the pick and mix with all these amazing stamps. You can choose any 2, and you can see here some of the stamps. So have a look online. 311831 is your item number. £24.98. Now, if you paid the full price, make sure to give us a call. National rate number there. Then we will sort you out that same. Thank you, Emma. We'll see you at 8 with Leonie. Stay tuned though, because we have got more after the